before we dive in, don't forget to hit subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comments. This story is raw, and I'd love to hear what you think. I thought I knew my wife. I thought I knew our life. But nothing prepared me for that night. It started like any other Friday. I had a long week at work, my shoulders tight, my head buzzing with deadlines. She'd texted me earlier, just a simple, "Can't wait to see you tonight. Dinner?" I smiled at my phone, imagining our favorite little restaurant, the one tucked away on the corner of Elm Street, the one we claimed as ours after so many first dates, first anniversaries, first everything. I parked a block away, trying not to rush. The glow of the restaurant windows was warm, familiar, and then I saw her. She wasn't alone. My stomach twisted before my brain could catch up. She was laughing, full, easy laughter that used to be reserved for me, with another man, someone I didn't recognize. His hand brushed hers, casual, intimate, and my heart slammed into my ribs so hard I thought it might break. For a second, I froze, standing on the curb. I blinked, thinking maybe it was a misunderstanding, some innocent joke. But the way her eyes crinkled at the corners, the way he leaned in just a little too close, I knew. I walked in anyway, my throat dry, my hands trembling like I was about to fall. She saw me, and her smile faltered just a fraction, but it was too late. My eyes had already burned the scene into memory. "Hey," I said, my voice steadier than I felt. She looked at me, and for a moment I thought she'd deny it, but instead she just froze. The man noticed me, gave a half smile that felt like a knife twisting in my gut, and finally, he excused himself. We sat, silence stretching like a tightrope between us. I wanted to scream, to cry, to ask why, but the words wouldn't come. Instead, I watched her fingers fiddle with a napkin, her eyes darting toward the door, avoiding mine. The suspicion hadn't come out of nowhere. It had been creeping in for months. Missed calls when she promised she'd be home. Her phone tucked into her pocket, even at the dinner table. The strange laughter I catch slipping through the hallway when she thought I was asleep. I had questioned myself, thought I was imagining things, but the unease never left. It gnawed at me, whispering that something was wrong. And now, seeing her with him, the whisper became a roar I couldn't ignore. I wanted to ask. I wanted answers. Instead, I let the tension build, each moment stretching impossibly long. She finally spoke, voice barely above a whisper. "It's not what it looks like," but it was. It was exactly what it looked like. And her excuses, the late work hours, the strange trip she'd take, the disappearing texts, they all fell into place. Betrayal isn't loud. It's subtle, creeping into the spaces between shared smiles and quiet nights, and suddenly it's everywhere. I remember the little things now, the way she smelled differently, the way her laughter sounded slightly off, the way she brushed past me in a hurry, pretending to be distracted. All the memories, the ones I'd cherished, now felt tainted. I realized I'd been living alongside a stranger in the body of the woman I loved. I didn't yell. I didn't cry in public. I excused myself, stepping outside, letting the cold air hit my face. My hands shook as I pulled out my phone. There was messages I hadn't meant to see, text between them, flirty, intimate, deliberate, confirmation of the betrayal that I had already felt in my bones. When I returned, she was quiet. No defense this time, no frantic justifications. Just shame and maybe relief that I knew. I wanted to hate her. Part of me did. But another part couldn't help remembering all the years, all the small moments that had been real. And that made it worse. Somehow, "I can't do this anymore," I said finally, voice steady now, shaped by years of pain and love intertwined. I thought I could forgive, thought I could understand, but I can't. Not this. Her eyes welled up, and she reached for my hand. I pulled it back gently. Not cruelly, just final. The walk home was quiet, every step echoing in the hollow space she'd left behind. I kept thinking about the lessons this betrayal had carved into me. Trust is fragile, love can be complicated, and self-respect is something you can't bargain with, not even for the woman you thought was your forever. That night, I slept alone. I woke alone, and though the ache in my chest lingered, I felt something else too. Clarity. The clarity that sometimes heartbreak isn't just pain. It's the start of reclaiming your own life. She had her choices. I had mine. And now, for the first time in months, I felt like I was choosing me. If this story hit you, or if you've ever felt the sting of betrayal, drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe for more real, raw stories that dive into the complicated, painful, and sometimes liberating truths of love and heartbreak.